Hello, hello, welcome, welcome. I am really excited to play again. For me, it's the next day, and it's going to be a shiny day since I've just shaved my head and moisturized. Enjoy that. I am especially excited. I don't think I've made any great breakthroughs, but I'm excited to try a couple of things that I thought of last night. So, if you watched the last one, you will know that at the end, I visited the freezer. Or I guess it wasn't the end, it was maybe 2/3 through. I visited the freezer, and I melted out the letter from Herbert Sinclair, and I read it. And though it didn't exactly give me anything new, it encouraged me to look at the if we count small gates message in more ways. It encouraged me to interpret that in as many different ways as I could. And so last night I grabbed some packing paper from a delivery. Look at this bundle of nonsense. It was just the paper that I had nearby, and I grabbed a pen and I started going to town on it. Let me show you on the other camera real quick, actually. Let's go over here. You don't need to see that right now. Where is it? There we go. So yeah, I wrote out what I think are the safes currently, and then for every word in it, or for every significant word, because I'm not sure if I'm meant to. I don't know if I'm meant to interpret if we in different ways. Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. I don't know. But anyway, I thought of some meanings of count, of small, of gates, of 8 even, because 8 can mean like 8 o'clock. It can mean a thing with an 8 on it, like an 8 of spades. You can just call an 8 or whatever. And of course the homonym 8, past tense of eat. And then dates can mean calendar dates, appointments, and the fruits as well. Actually, let's go back. What did I have for the other ones? So for count, we've got enumerate, we've got compute, which are slightly different meanings. We've got include, we've got consider, and I think there's some overlap here. And then we've got Earl, count as the Germanic version of Earl, the title. Which obviously was used for Isaac Gates. So for small, we've got not big, lowercase and humble. I crossed out because I couldn't figure out any actual usages of them in the game, and maybe that was a mistake. I don't know. Now for gates, we've got like hinged barriers, which is what a gate is. Entrances, it can be as well, like airport gates and that kind of thing. Apparently, one of the meanings of gate is street. Although you get some place names. Street names with gate at the end of them, but I crossed it out. I don't think that's going to be useful here. Scandal, I doubt that's going to be useful either, but maybe. And then homonym Gates, the manner of walking, and then we've got the name Gates for Isaac Gates as well. Yeah, for 8 we've got 8 o'clock. We've got a thing with 8 on it, and we've got the past tense of eat. And then for dates, oh, there's a lot here. For dates, we've got calendar dates, we've got appointments, and we've got the fruit, which is a bunch of flowers, actually. Dates are a very interesting fruit. And then we've got crack, which can mean to open something, or it can mean to break something, but in the way where the two parts don't actually fully separate. And then we've got another 8, and then we've got safes, which can mean either lockboxes, and various other connected meanings to that, but then also the homonym safe, which is something to do with sand. I didn't know this word before. That could be interesting to think about. Anyway, then I started trying to plug them all together and tried to assign them to safes that meaning had been used for already. So, for example, enumerate little barriers, that was used for the drafting studio because we needed to count the small gates in the picture. And then I couldn't think of any uses for enumerate small streets or enumerate small scandals. I really doubt it. And we've got enumerate small manners of walking here. And I've been going on the assumption so far that is what we need in the drawing room. But if we read on, so enumerate small gates, the name with a capital G, that's used in the office. Then we've got enumerate young gates, manners of walking. Now, this is something I hadn't considered. What if in the drawing room, I've been ignoring the boys because they're doing like big leaps, but small can mean young as well. So what if I'm supposed to just count the gates of the young boys in the pictures in the drawing room there. That's something to try. And then I've got include small barriers. So if we count if we include in the dates and the safes in this riddle, then a small gate counts as a safe, and that means that the orchard can be included, and we've used a date to crack that safe. So that's used for the orchard, and I wonder if that would also be used down below in the underpass, maybe. And then include young manners of walking. Now this is different from enumerating young manners of walking, because in this case we include them. So could it be all of the short steps plus all of the young steps? So that is another thing to try. Then I started thinking about so that's all that's on this endless piece of brown paper. Let's get rid of it. I then wrote that into the notes as well. Hang on, let's just put that back on so I don't forget to do so later. And let's switch back to face. All right, so with that done, I tried some other combinations of that, and I couldn't really find one that I was happy with to talk about the study. I couldn't think of any combination there that helped me there. And that got me thinking more about the study, and it got me thinking more about the chessboard there, where there's a queen on d8. And something that I'd thought about, I think quite recently, is that I looked at that chessboard, and then I'd looked at the safe. There's also a big queen standing next to the safe. And they're both black. But imagine for a second that one of them was white. Now, this is where I'm going off the rails, because they are both black in that scene. Imagine if one was white. That would then be telling me the black one on the chessboard, which is in its correct starting position, d8, where should the white one be on the chessboard? And that is supposed to be at d1. It's in line, in the same column, because the king and the queen face each other directly on a chessboard. So d1, and we've got d8 for date, like in old text speak, d number 8, date. But d1 could be done, D-O-N-E. Now, what if those together are the clue? What if it's date done or done date? And that got me a bit excited, because remember, in that same room, there's the note from Sinclair saying, I need to commission 2 artworks for every room. It needs to be done by... I think I might be crazy to think this might be possible to complete by Thursday, he says. And I always assume that's the date he died, but we know from the morning room paper, which we've been to in the last couple of days, that he actually died on the Wednesday morning. So Thursday, presumably, was either the Thursday before he died, or because, well, I mean, I don't know why that would be. The Thursday before he died, because then he's got to do a bunch of other shit before he then goes and croaks. I don't know, that doesn't quite make sense to me, but it could mean the day after he died. And that might make a bit more sense, because there would be no possible way for Simon to get to the house until A, after the funeral, which can't be until after he dies. It's going to be sometime that day at the very earliest. And then Simon has to travel from, well, I suppose, yeah, if he lives in... Does Simon live in Reddington, or does Simon... Yeah, he doesn't live in Fen or something, does he? So maybe the travel isn't so bad, actually. But anyway, the next day might be the first possible day that Simon could arrive on the property. So the funeral's in the evening, or the wake, or whatever. And then perhaps the next day would be the earliest possible day that Simon would be there. So, done date. The problem with it is that it also makes me think of the drawing room, because Alzara said endings. However, what if Alzara was actually talking about the study puzzle there, not about the drawing room? He definitely was talking about the drawing room when he said mysteries, and he showed the picture of Herbert, because that got me the candlestick clue. But then what if endings was actually talking about the study? So anyway, done date. I don't know if I've actually tried to put either his date of death or the Thursday where he wanted it to be completed. I don't know if I've tried to put those in the safe. But that's the next thing I want to try there. So, with all that said, I've got new ideas for both the study and for the drawing room. But not only that, because I started thinking more about underneath, about the underpass as well. And what I decided in the underpass, since we've got that 8, I started thinking more about text speak. You know, old school T9, you've only got 100 characters or whatever it was. Try to jam as much in there. Which, did you get that on Twitter as well? I don't know. I was never a Twitter person. Anyway, trying to jam as much as you could in a text message, because at least back in the UK where I grew up, text messages weren't free to send. And so you needed to, as a starving student, you needed to minimize the amount of the number of texts that you sent and get as much meaning in. So yeah, you would replace chains of letters with numbers or whole words with numbers. And so yeah, I think the end of that code for that safe, for that cage, I'm going to call it, is likely the 8, just because it gives it to us. And I was thinking date mostly, but it could be gate. And then I started thinking, okay, so the words that I tried before, the ones that I kind of generated out of a dictionary with the possible pattern, there were hundreds. The ones that had ATE at the end, I think I tried one of them and didn't really like the others. And then I started thinking, well, what if it's 2 words? What if it is date or gate? I don't remember if there is a G available there. I believe there is a D available. Hang on, I can actually bring up the... Let's switch to here, and I can bring up the notes. And yeah, let's look for that. So, this is my transcription of the... actually, no, this is what I wrote in the... This is what I wrote in the video that I recorded yesterday, which you would have seen. But I've then annotated it a bit. I've then added to it a bit with the stuff that I put on that paper. So what am I looking for? I'm looking for underpass. Why is that the only place that I see underpass? That's weird. Oh, here we are. Oh, because I've called it the underpass with lowercase. Okay, so... Oh, you can see spoiler there for what I'm about to say. But yeah, so the ones I already tried... actually, did it have a G? It has a D available, but not a G in that 3rd position here. So I tried one word with the ATE at the end, and that was relate. Then thinking about it more, I tried... So this is what happened next, actually. I tried thinking, okay, what if it's 2 words with date at the end? And I started thinking about, okay, what 2-letter words could fit at the beginning? And these were the only 2 that I came up with, or the only 2 that made any sense to me. To date and we date. Now, I don't really like any of these for that cage. I don't know why either of these would be the answer. I also was reminded that sedate is an option. I didn't actually try that because I didn't know why that would be it either. But then I started wondering, well, what other 2-letter words could I make with 8 at the end? And I went through the alphabet, and for some reason, Yate made me think a bit. And then I think what I did next was I searched this notes file for ATE end of word. And going through all of these, because I was just thinking, okay, what words have we used before that have ATE at the end? And one of the ones that popped up, let's see, let's pretend it's last night and I'm going through these. One of them popped up. Where's it going to be? It must be soon. Unless I've already gone through everything. Well, let's skip to it. It was here. And yeah, this would have eventually popped up in that search. There we go. Let's pretend we just got to it. Here's the previous one. And then we get to here. This popped up. I thought gate. And also the origin. Yate. This was never used anywhere. We saw it in one place. I think it might have been in the classroom test, the final exam. It gave us something like new gate or something, and we had to translate it. I think that's the only time it was ever used. And so why is it in the game if it's just for that one thing that we don't really see anywhere else? And then I look at this, Yate. I've got a Y available. It could be Yate. And then I started thinking, well, what Arajan words can I make with 2 letters for the first 2 letters of the combination? None of these ones down here, but up here, the prefixes, small. We can make small gate because M and A are available in those positions. So Ma and then Y and then 8. And it feels good to me. That feels good. I don't know if it's crazy, but I've got to go down there and I've got to try it. So, that's that. That's what I've got to try. I think I've put it all in my to-do list down here. Did I? I don't remember. I've put the new ideas in here. Try interpreting small as young or count as include. So little boy only or all small steps plus little boy. Those are things that I want to try there. I'm not sure what the other 2 numbers would be. I don't know for sure that it's even a four number combination, but the others have been, so I assume it is. And then in the study, I want to try, yes, here, done date. And so I've put down the things that I want to try there. Did I put down the thing about the... Oh man, there's so many things on my to-do list. Combination to cage in the underpass. Yes, here I want to try MRY8. Whatever else I have as options up in, what was that section called? The underpass section. Alright, so with all of that out of the way, let's play. It's going to be day 63. Man, I'm excited. This has been the first whole weekend off I've had in ages. Alright, here we go. Yes, I got the mailroom. Oh, and I froze my assets, so I should have a... Oh, yeah, that's what I'm starting with, and then I'm going to pick up the allowance for even more gems, which I'm not even going to need. Keys are great to have. Lockpick kit, yeah, I guess, sure, why not? If you leave a package, do you then get it the following day? I feel like this might have happened to me and you don't get it the following day. That would be interesting if you could look at the note on it and decide, no, do you know what? I want this tomorrow, not today. 132. Right, so the first thing that I want to do is to go outside, throw a coin in here for good luck. I want to go down here. I want to go in the tunnel and I want to see if that key is still there. Key that I got last time, or rather that I revealed last time. Is anyone putting more fuel on these torches? They are burning for a long time. Now, is it going to steal a step from me? It didn't. Oh, it did! It stole a step from me. Okay, yes, the key is still here. So that's rude. Last time I had the running shoes when I came out here, I actually reported it in case it is a bug, which I think it probably is. This time, it actually took a full-fledged step. Yeah, I was posting last time. It might be when you walk underneath an invisible line up there, which would normally take you from grounds to private drive when you're walking up here. It might be something like that. All right, I'm also going to go over to the outer room and see what we get. And I'm going to hope for a shrine. I could make a hearty donation, or I could check out what the curse box is. Do you know what? All the outer rooms are good in their own way. Shelter is a lot better than I used to think it was. I would love the root cellar if I had the jackhammer. But I need to build the damn thing again. So, I don't want this because I've got tons of gems. So I think it's actually the Toolshed today. It's the Toolshed. Metal detector and sledgehammer. I would have much preferred a shovel and some running shoes or something. Or a broken lever and a battery. Wash helper. Right, that's a washboard. I've never used one of those before. I don't really know even the way that they work. I know you kind of rub clothes on them. Is that just to help agitate them? Like normally hand washing, you'd squish something to get the soap to go through. Whatever. I don't care. My washing machine is good enough. Alright. Okay, so with all these funds, I could do with any kind of shops would be great. I want an archives, but ideally at the end of the day. Or, no, I don't have the shelter. The shelter would have been nice. What else can protect me from red rooms? There was some of the... Oh, yeah, the... something in the armory protects me from red rooms. I would love the jackhammer, so let's get the workshop. Battery, off to a good start. Anything else? Metal detector, hello? I guess not. Can I make anything? Not yet. Actually, I could make the... Right, if I combine the lockpick and metal detector, then I would have the pick sound amplifier, which is very good, but it would stop me from getting this. And I think until I find a healthy number of keys, until I've got like maybe 5 keys or something, I don't think I want to do that. I would love the conservatory. Take it. What do we have? What do we have today? Commissary. Throne room. I'll throw that straight up to commonplace. Commissary, I think, should be commonplace too. Storeroom, I think it's time to turn it down. It is a dead end, which I will want at some point, but I don't think there's any particular shortage of dead ends. So I think for now, we turn commissary to commonplace. We turn throne room to commonplace. And we turn storeroom all the way to rare. All the way. Do you know what? Maybe the room shouldn't be commonplace. Maybe it should be standard. Just, I don't want it popping up too early in the day. Standard. Whereas commissary, I want that as early as possible. Okay, now, is there anything... Will it let me reset any? I'm going to quickly blast through... Reset to rare? Hell no. Do you know, I should have turned this up to commonplace. The Rotunda is a lot better than I realized. Just being able to rotate things is huge. I'm happy with that being rare, that's fine. Bedroom closet, I'd love to turn that down, I think. Walk-in closet, I would like that to be a little more common. Attic, change to rare? No thank you. Storeroom, change to commonplace? No. Nook, garage, music room. Yes, you can be unusual. Locker room is rare. I didn't realize it was as rare as that. I would love that to be... Would I? Actually, maybe I'm fine with that being unusual. It would have been nice to have it commonplace earlier in the game. But now that I've got the likes of trophy room... Ooh. No, I'm happy. I feel like there's more than meets the eye in the ballroom. I think there must be more to it. But I don't know what that is. And I don't often want it, because I find it some I find its effect much more harmful than useful. Like, to me, this is a red room. Anyway, let's continue. I'd quite like to turn pantry down now, I think. Rumpus room. I'm not sure if it will ever let me have that again. The vault? No, that can stay commonplace. I would maybe make it standard now, actually. Office. Drawing room is commonplace. Oh, and always has been. Study. No, I would actually like that to be commonplace now that my gems are a little better. Chamber of Mirrors. That would be nice to turn up. Drafting studios are rare. I'm fine with that. Utility closet is commonplace. I think that's good. Right, do I want boiler room unusual? Yes. I want all of the cog rooms as I can get. Yes. Pump room is unusual. Security is commonplace. Workshop is commonplace. I think I should leave it there. I probably shouldn't have got the duplicate, although having a crafting item guaranteed in there, I'm pretty sure it's guaranteed, it's actually pretty good. Sauna unusual. Coat check commonplace. No, that stays. Mailroom commonplace. Freezer. I guess I'd like to turn that up. I'd like to turn the conference room to maybe standard. Because I feel like I don't make good use of spreads. I'm fine with that being commonplace. That's a good room. Rumored. Okay, can I change these as well? No, let's leave it. Bunk room is standard. Yes, yeah, I'm fine with it. Oh, East Wing Hall's still uncommon. Great Hall, standard. I would... yeah, I'm fine with it. Nope. Green rooms. I would love to make this one commonplace, I think. Best thing to go with breakfast is morning newspaper and a coffee. Okay, secret garden. No. Showroom, I would like to turn that way up. Gift shop. Armory, I would like to be more commonplace. I've bought everything in the bookshop, so I'm fine with that being unusual or rare. Laundry room. Laundry room's a strange one. I feel like I should be allowed to dig in there, but I haven't been allowed. I would quite like to look at that diorama in the aquarium again, but that means fooling around with the pump room, and that's a lot of work. No, that can stay rare. That can stay rare. Unusual. Nope. That can stay commonplace. Actually, weight room. It's a south lever. No, that should definitely stay commonplace. Do I want the gym? Nope, that can stay. Dovecot, chapel, maid's chamber. Oh, I just looked at these. Planetarium, oh right, it's this bug again. Mechanarium standard, fine. Throne room standard. Oh right, this is what I was able to change now. I was wondering why. Tunnel, standard, conservatory, unusual. I'd like that to be commonplace. Lost and found, unusual. Arts rooms, toolshed, shelter, schoolhouse. Are these all unusual? Interesting, they're all unusual. I've never had the chance to change one of these. All right, good. We have adjusted rarities. North. This might give me a shovel. I should take it. How is the... That's the wrong button. How is the soil here? Rank 2. Good. I forgot which button again. There. Take that. Give me a shovel. I don't see a shovel. That's too bad. Let's continue north. I don't really like any of these. I guess I'm fine with the chapel. Just for the doors, sake of the doors. I won't go in just now. Let's go this way. None of them point me to the foundation. I guess I don't mind getting a major key. Like, I'm not short on gems. This, I don't think it's usually things like shovels. It's usually, you know, coins, dice, keys. I'll take the music room. We get a secret garden key. That's nice. And a key. I don't remember if I can get the secret garden on the wing. I'm going to go find out right now. Yes, enjoy your tithe. Looks like no items for me today. I check here basically every time, but I don't think there's anything ever there unless you have a metal detector. Which I do, but it would be beeping. Okay, be locked. It's not locked. Take the attic. Maybe I should have taken the billiard room, but I've got the attic now. Magnifying glass. Don't mind it. Gem. A key. A gem. I've got the sledgehammer. Another gem. Come on, give me a shovel. You've not given me a shovel. Feels bad. Oh, I thought that was the sleeping mask. I am sad about the lack of shovel in here. I'm somewhat healthy on keys now. Next time I'll go through the workshop. I will... Oh, there's still something. Yeah. Okay, yeah, next time we go via the workshop, I will get the pick sound amplifier, I think. Or build something else. What I'm saying is I don't feel like I really need the metal detector anymore. Okay, so this branch of the house is now useless. So back through the workshop, so I guess the time is now, yes. Other than dig spots. I may come back if I have an opportunity to dig. Alright, what can we make? I would need the lever for that. I don't want to use the battery pack for anything, actually. Unless... No, I would need the compass for the electromagnet, wouldn't I? So I could make the burning glass, or I can make the pick sound amplifier. And I think I'm more interested in that today. So I'm going to do it. And I'm feeling like I'm pretty good on security. Pretty good on, you know, door opening ability, I mean. Okay, we continue. Starting to get a minor amount of worry about steps. I hate this. This is a terrible draw. Is this going to be the shortest day ever? Oh boy. Okay, now I kind of want a key card, because I would be able to pop up in the foundation if I had one. Oh dear. Alright, I'm not interested in gems, so I'm not going to get that. I guess I'll get this in case it gives me redraws or something. It did give me a redraw, so that might save me. Okay, it's looking bad. It's looking really bad. Okay, kitchen or nook. I suppose I would prefer... Actually, I think I would prefer the corridor here. Because I'm pretty much guaranteed an L shape on the corner. Well, not guaranteed, I suppose, but... Yeah, okay. I will take the commissary. This could give me a key card. Commissary is commonplace now. I'll take this because it might give me a key card, and the key card would give me 2 extra doors because I can get up through the basement. 10. 41. 42. 30. 21. 12. Okay. 6 and 8 is 14. Times 2 is 28. 82. Minus 1 is 81. Okay, I've done something wrong. 6 and 8 is definitely 14. Then we multiply by 2 for 28. Purple is divide. Pink is multiply. So yeah, 14 times 2 is 28. Transpose 82. Minus 1, 81. Times 1, 81. What am I doing wrong here? Am I stupid? Maybe I'm stupid. Okay, 6 plus 8. Definitely 14. I wait until after whatever is pink before I transpose. So I've got to do pink. Oh, I've got to transpose again there. Ah, that's what I'm doing wrong. What was it? I had 81, so 18. Okay. It is the key card. Okay, it worked out. I'm now doing great for doors. Well, not great. I'm doing a little bit better. I still want as many doors as possible, so I'm definitely taking the den. I could tunnel all the way up the wing. Do you know, I would do that if I was still within the hour. And I don't think I'm within the hour. Okay, if I were within the hour and I'd already opened whatever doors I need to open in the antechamber and 46. That's a good way to get a whole lot of these things. And then classroom drafting would be really easy, I guess. Anyway, I definitely want the den out of these options. I don't really care about the gem, because I have lots. But, nice to have this. Keys? Ah, dice, even better. Let's go east. Okay, I hate the options. I could redraw, but I suppose this is a pretty good spot for a mailroom. Take the mailroom. I won't go in. I won't go in. I was thinking just then about the letter from my dad and how I still think it doesn't make any sense. Because he's talking about, you know, by Friday and... Okay, what if the funeral was the same day? What if the funeral was Wednesday? It was the day after... No, he was writing it the day after the funeral. You're, I'm concerned that you're feeling guilty about being so excited the day after the funeral. So even if the funeral was on Wednesday when he died, the letter was written at least on Thursday. And then he's saying we leave on Friday. But that's the next day. It would be we leave tomorrow. Yeah. So I think he must have died the previous week. But then the paper in the morning room doesn't make sense. Because that paper in the morning room was dated November 5th. which by my calculation is a Thursday, and it says that he died on Wednesday. You wouldn't say he died early morning on Wednesday when it was a week plus 1 day ago. You just wouldn't write it that way. It doesn't add up. Does not add up. Okay, give me lots of doors. I will take the Starfish aquarium. That is an acceptable number of doors. Up to 45 stars. Got a key. Go east. Again, I'm not doing well on the... I definitely don't want to lose half my steps. Yeah, not doing well on the way around that things are facing. But I suppose the conference room is acceptable. I'm actually a little tempted by the commissary. I think I'm going to do it. Shovel. Excellent. Shovel. I want the upgrade disc. I don't think I need the keys. I don't really think I need the gems either. I'm going to leave them for now. I should jot down real quick what's in here. Commissary, day 63. Gem 3. And I think there are 5 on sale. Key 10. There's probably 5 maybe. And then 4 gems, 10. And there's only going to be one of those for sale. Alright, so I can come back here if I have some kind of gem crisis later on, or a key crisis. Oh, I have a shovel now, so I guess I should start digging. I need a lever, and I need a coat check, but I don't want the coat check right now. Okay, I don't have the garage key. I think I actually want the spare bedroom. I want the space to stop me from having this, you know, L-shaped room is in fact a dead end problem, which I've been having. So I think I'm actually going to take the spare bedroom, even though it's sort of a crappy room. Oh, it's just saying I didn't have these. Now I do. Okay, now give me a right turn. Hallway seems good. I don't want to lose anything that I'm holding. Trophy room, I don't need. Okay, yeah, hallway is the best option. Now we're going east. That won't fit. I guess I'll use the pick sound amplifier. Oh, come on. Really? Well, I'll use a key. I could redraw. But I'm inclined to take the secret passage. I don't know what I'm going to choose in there. So I'm not even going to go there just yet. I'm going to decide based on this. I was hoping that would be locked for the secret garden. Spread gems in each room. I didn't take the conference room earlier. Otherwise that would have been good. Not that I need it. I could take my second den, or I could take security. I think security is the thing to do. And I suppose I should go in here immediately. I should start an experiment. I have the key card, so I don't need a utility closet. Let's turn the security level to high and turn offline mode to unlocked. And then yes, unlocked. I guess I pressed the wrong button. Security menu, inventory, treasure map, huh? Where would that be? It could be in the room it could be in the secret passage. Oh, I wonder if it was in the attic and I missed it. It could have been. I don't think I'm going back there. I don't need the money. I don't need the gems. Alright, network. Let's log in. Staff services. Let's order another shovel. Until I've got the jackhammer back in the coat check, then I want shovels all the way. And we are going to check for announcements. Yay! This is fun. Okay, staff announcements. Okay, 1994, January 8th. Okay, Kimberly. I can't confirm with any certainty that he's reached room 46 yet, but from the activity I can see on the network, I'd be very surprised if he hasn't. So, congratulations are in order from me as well, Simon. I too knew you would pull it off. Round off more. Okay, so to the staff and me from, well, it's to Kimberly and me from Moore. He says he doesn't know with certainty that I've reached 46, but he says that given the activity on the network, he'd be surprised if I hadn't. He congratulates me and says he knew I'd pull it off. Alright, good. Thank you, Randolph Moore. And we are going to return to the network menu, and we are going to RTA to the lab. And set up an experiment. Do we have remove crates? We do have remove crates. I'm having it. Oh, that's tempting too. That's also tempting, but we're in removing crates mode. Each bedroom you draft after your second. Hallway from another hallway. For every room you draft in 40 seconds. Realistically, that's probably only between, I would guess, 3 and 5 rooms. Maybe 6 if I'm really fast. I would prefer one of the others because I like to play slowly, as I'm sure you know if you've been watching this far. Okay, for each bedroom after your second, I need to look at the options. Logging in is going to take so long. So I've already had 2 bedrooms. So now every bedroom I draft will be another. Do I expect to have many more bedrooms? I only have 1 aquarium, I think, and that's gone. I would be fine with drafting either of these. And I suppose the bunk room... Is this a bedroom now? No, that's not even a bedroom anymore. I find it unlikely that I get Her Ladyship's chamber this time. The master bedroom is rare anyway. I could use the I could force one from the secret passage. But then, how many more am I really going to get? I don't think that many. Whereas hallways, how am I doing on hallways? I've had 1 hallway, and I think I've got 3 in the pool today. So if I were to draft one from the secret passage, that counts as 1. And necessarily, any hallway that I draw from there, like maybe I get the passageway, for example, then any hallway that I draw from there would count as a trigger. So I'm guaranteed 1. And there's a pretty good chance of 2 or 3. Maybe that's a better bet. I'm going to go with that. Okay, network. And log into network. Wait, didn't I just do this? Experiment setup. Continue. Okay, I want the crates, and I think this is the one. Every room you draft in the next 40 seconds. No, we're going this way. I want to be methodical. Alright, good. We have an experiment started. And I think I want to go ahead... 40 steps. Too bad the Commissary didn't have route. Okay, we're going here, and we are pulling... Where's that treasure map? I guess I don't need it. It's got to be in the attic, really. Did I just walk straight past it, like in the conservatory or something? I didn't really look at the music room. It could have been lying around in there. Most likely it's in the attic. I didn't count what I picked up. I normally do. I should have. Alright, we're pulling the Halls of Holly. And let's see what we get. Hopefully a passageway. Okay, a great hall. Now this is difficult. This is difficult. But I think to maximize the number of experiment triggers, I think I should take this. Okay, so that's one. I don't know which door it is, so I'm just going to start here. Hallway, that's a great draw from there. And I can rotate it even better. Now, I was saying before that this was a bug, that this isn't showing the right rotation. I think I was mistaken. Yeah, it doesn't show the same rotation as down there. But if I'm walking in this way, then it does. And I think that's what was confusing me before. Right, so I think I want... Which rotation do I want? I think I want this rotation. Yeah, I do. And I'll try to lockpick all of these. Off to a good start. So that's the way through. That's nothing. Pick sound amplifier. It's been great. Oh yeah. I shouldn't have been worried. So we can open the east door. Off to a good start. And another key. Oh, pick sound amplifier. You are outdoing yourself today. It has managed all of the doors in the Great Hall. Alright, I want to try to get to the foundation, I think. And I'm willing to spend up to one redraw, maybe even two, if I'm feeling generous to get there. Oh. Kind of wasn't expecting that. That's punishing me for not getting the... I do want this because it's off of a hallway and it removes a crate, but it seems like a waste of a passageway. However, I really do want to link up to the foundation here. So I'm going to do it and hope that that doesn't cost me dearly later. Crate's been removed from the tunnel. Right. Do I want to go through now? I'm worried about steps. But I will. I'm going to finish drafting out this area. I am really worried about all of the hallways I'm drawing this far south. I think I'm actually going to say no to it now. No, I'm not. I want to draw in every spot. I think I should probably be less hell-bent on drawing every single spot in the house, which I do a lot. I'm tempted by both of these. How am I doing for tomorrow rooms? I've got 1, 2, 3. This would be a 4th. So that would be keys tomorrow. And it might be a useful item, but it might not. I'm not very interested in the library right now. I think I should take this for the steps. I need to go in to activate them. And it's giving me a gem, which I don't really need. Okay, great. Gonna try it here. Honestly, a little bit tempting, but I think I probably shouldn't. I could gamble. Is there a point? Honestly, I kind of just want to redraw. I don't really like any of these here. I'm just going to redraw. Okay, the workshop, I think, is the thing. Yeah, I think that's the thing. Get me a crafting item, hopefully a broken lever. It is a broken lever. Okay, I can immediately make my beloved jackhammer. It is mine again. Oh yes, it is mine again. Alright, now how do I get out of here? Which way do I want to go? I kind of want to go... Do I want to go dig? So digging mostly gets me coins and gems and keys and sometimes dice. Out of those, dice are the only thing I'm really interested in. So I think I would rather only dig sort of opportunistically as I pass things rather than backtracking. So I think actually now I want to return to the Great Hall. And from here, I think I would like to go this way and north. Now, I do need to worry about steps. I wish this was facing the other way. I'm fine with an observatory here. What have we got? 46 steps. We've got crossroads more common. Do I want that? This is the big diamond. This is Clavis the key. This is the farmer's apple. This is the sail. Oh! That's pretty nice. Yeah, I guess I want crossroads. Why not? Let's take it all. You're closed again. Last time I came in here, I think it was open. Why is it closed again? Maybe I was wrong. Maybe it wasn't actually closed. You're empty. Okay, never mind. Oops. that right? I think it is. Yeah. Alright, so we are back in the east wing. Sadly, it wasn't locked. Can you get the secret garden on the east? I don't know. I suppose this is the spot for the drawing room in that case. And that means I can try some of my theories. Okay, so my theories are just the small boys because we want to do small gates. Small from young people. It doesn't feel right given that these big old lines are showing me the... But whatever, we're going to try it. Let's open this. I wish I could skip this. Okay, let's do the little boys. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's just 5. So, we're going to try 11.05. And we're going to try 10.05. I got to count again. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 5. Yeah, I wasn't really expecting great things from this. So let's try all of the small ones plus the boys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24. We're trying 11, 24. 11, the month of his death, I think. Or 10, 24, the other possible month of his death. And we get nothing. I'll count again just to make sure. Well, it should be 19 plus 5. Yeah, I am sure about that. So sadly, that one did not pan out. I'm going to put that in my notes. So wait, only 5. Tried 11.05 and 10.05. No good. 19. 24. Tried 11.24 and 10.24. No good. Alright, that is too bad. In terms of size, diminutive and young. Let's include the horses as well. Let's try including the horses. And that would be plus 6. So it would be 30. So let's try 11.30. And we try 10.30. And we double check that there are 6 horses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We look more at this. I remain stuck in the drawing room. Let's read it again. Final days. $11:04, $11:05, and Thursday. So what was that going to be? Thursday. $10:28. I think I tried this. 10:28. Try 10:29. I've tried 10:30, but I'm doing it anyway. Try 10:27. We're going to try a few. 10:26. 10:26. We're going to try 10:25. 10:24. Okay, I remain stuck. Okay, I'm going to move on. Alright, yeah, still lost in the drawing room. Master bedroom. I don't... It's locked and I'm tempted to do the secret garden, but it's a waste of a three-way room. I'll probably have another locked door here, so let's use a regular key. Don't really care about the office. I don't really care about the wine cellar. I don't really care about the bedroom. We redraw. Steps, nice to have. Do I have 2 green rooms? No, I have 3 green rooms. Doubling this to 80 would be nuts. Yeah, okay, it's the kitchen. Let's buy some steps. Oh yeah, the sale. So yeah, I'll probably buy everything. Good. We are fed. Okay, now steps are looking healthy. We can take it easy. No. Oh, okay, a few. Silly. I don't know if you know what I just did there. I tried to use the lockpick when I just said that I didn't want to do that. Soil. I should have checked this already. But in fact it is rich soil in that spot. So, good. Alright, I can open the doors. I've already opened the east door, haven't I? So I just want to open the west door. I wish this was a bit quicker. This is going to be annoying to do every time I come here. Okay, excellent. I believe we're done here, other than digging. Nice, very nice. Got rich soil. Give me more dice. That's it? Just 3 spots? So you can definitely have a secret garden in the... Ah! Now? Oh, no, it's still... Okay, so I guess this is saying... When it's pointing to N, it's saying the wind is coming from... the north. But north is that way. It's confusing. It's very confusing. Maybe I just don't know how a weather vane works. Right. What now? I suppose with this many steps, I don't know, there's a lot that I want. I want archives, for example. I just want to try that key. Oh, these locks are evading me. Do I want the foyer? Not here. Because it's not going to let me draw another hallway at the end of it. So I don't want that here. I suppose spare bed is fine. Why do I have a second spare bed? Did I... Why do I have two in my pool? I guess I must have picked up an extra one from the Chamber of Mirrors, but... Of mirrors. So here's my Chamber of Mirrors notes. It says here that I took a duplicate funeral parlour and a duplicate workshop, and then duplicate den and duplicate wine cellar. So why do I have another spare bedroom? This is the second time I've seen this happen. Could it be that when you have the Chamber of Mirrors, any duplicate that you draft due to the Chamber of Mirrors' effect is actually permanently added? I don't know. It's very strange, whatever's going on there. Okay, no item this time. What do we got for a corner room? I do want the walk-in closet, but I don't have the magnifying glass. Oh, do I? Actually, I think I... Oh, I really want that as well. This is common, but I don't want to risk... I don't want to risk not having a coat check today. So I'm taking the coat check. Even though I have the magnifying glass and I really want to look in the walk-in closet. Damn it. I'm taking the coat check. I won't go in. Now, when trying to make that decision, I was internally taking into account that we're next to that we're drawing from a bedroom here, and I was thinking, oh yeah, that's you know, it's beefed up when I'm next to a bedroom, but it's not. It's not. It's the bedroom closet which is upgraded, which is beefed up if I'm next to a bedroom. However, where's bedroom closet? Sorry, not bedroom closet. I mean walk-in closet. Is that also on this page? Yeah. So. It's one of Lady Epson's rooms. And it's beefed up by Her Ladyship's chamber. The next time you enter, the next time you enter. And what happens there, I've had it before, there are some gems lying around in there. I wonder if the room changes in other ways. And indeed, if the boudoir changes in other ways. I wonder. I'm going to put that on my to-do list. Boudoir and walk-in closets are beefed up if Her Ladyship's chamber has been drafted. Does anything change in the interior, those rooms, other than the extra steps and gems? I want to know. Okay, we are moving on. Let's go back here. I want to forge a path to the antechamber. I have two other doors. So a dead end. I have 1, 2, 3, 3 other doors. So a dead end is not the end of the world here. Boiler room. Am I allowed to go there in this orientation? Where's the bridge? Oh, the bridge goes here. So I think I do have access to where I want to go this orientation. I don't really want to lose half my steps at this point. Maybe before I had the kitchen would have been fine. I'm a little tempted for a redraw. I think I'm going to redraw. Alright, Cloister, that's nicer. Yeah, take the Cloister. Oh, shit. Yeah, Rotunda. Where am I? Archives. Need straight through. I don't want it. Shit. Redraw. No, I'm not. Oh, I don't need straight through here. Actually, fuck it, we're taking the planetarium. I don't know what I'm doing. Going this way. I could use the lockpick. The throne room. I should have taken the study. Okay, we're out of time. Showroom. Alright, that was a bit hectic, and I wasn't expecting that, and I don't think I made great decisions. But, whatever, it is done. It's going to be really annoying to have the Rotunda there. I'm going to have to rotate it every time I want to go through. But here I am in the archives with a key, so let's... What does it open? Well, I already know this one. I think it's the same key. It says long buried. I think it's the same key that I've already had. And it opens this drawer. I haven't done anything with this information. I've tried to use it for safes, and that didn't help me. I certainly tried it for the study safe. I probably tried it for the drawing room safe too. I think during that silver stopwatch I had the opportunity to grab the study, and I didn't take it. It's too bad. Alright, showroom. See what you got. Well, I'm kind of made of money, so I don't need the emerald bracelet, but the compass and the chronograph, I'll take them. Look, it doesn't have the basement map anymore now that I picked it up. It had it there, I briefly saw it, and then it disappeared. I wonder if that's a glitch. Silver spoon... Yeah. So how many times did I... 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've removed 4 crates. Oh yeah, it says there. Which is fine, but not quite what I hoped. And I doubt that I'll get more. I could potentially get West Wing Hall and Hallway or something like that. Or Foyer, something like that. Okay, so what have I skipped? Oh, I dug that up in the cloister, didn't I? The stopwatch. Now, I am annoyed about this key. So I went through all this effort to find it. Was it just another possible path to the filing cabinet key instead of solving the aquarium puzzle? It seems like it probably was. So that is a shame. And what's annoying is that I don't have a confirmation on what this was supposed to do. So that means that I should be trying other drawers. It's weird that these all disappear when I open up one of these overlays. That's weird. Okay, let's go back to the cloister and finish digging, because I don't think I finished digging. Ah. Good. Unfortunately, I did not draw any shops from the cloister. So let's go here. And let's see what we can get here. So I would like to join to the antechamber, because then I'm not worried about what I draw on the west. I'm happy to use the pick sound amplifier, and I'm able to rotate. I have one redraw, which I suppose I'd rather not waste if I can get there anyway. So I suppose the casino is the thing, even though I'm not particularly interested in the casino. There's no point going there just now, so I won't. There is money in there, I guess. But, you know, what for? Okay, so we spin the 2 times. It's gonna get a bit old. And then, I suppose I head to the throne room. No, actually, now is the time to go below, isn't it? Yeah, now's the time to go below. I've got lots of steps, haven't I? Yeah. It might have been quicker by the throne room, come to think of it, but it's too late now. Just in case I haven't tried Mary Epson's birthday. What was it? I've got it written down. 1950 something? 1958, 0122. So 0122. I don't know why it would possibly be that in here. And indeed it was not. Observatory. Foundation, and I can dig, so I haven't here yet. Dice, super nice. Oh, wow. Whoa, a lot of dice. Very nice foundation today. I could sort of go the other way back and go to the attic, treasure map. I don't think there's really any point. Unless I get a freezer or something, I guess. Let's just go below. Alright. It is time for a Sanctum speedrun. no shoes to help me this time. I could exit that way. No, I can't because the elevator is up. I could exit from the basement to the front door, I suppose. Right, while I'm here, I want to try my theories. Which way do I need it? I don't remember. I don't think it's that way. But maybe it is? I apologize. Before I forget, because I would totally forget, I'm going to go and pull the lever. Can't open you with this file cabinet key, can I? No. So I apologize, I have to run back and forth to get the bridge facing the right way. Trees down there. So that's white, this bright area there. Get down there. Right, this was not the right way. I want to turn it 2 more times, I think. So I pop out 1 anti-clockwise from the underpass entrance. I need to try to remember that. I probably could have checked my notes to figure it out. Why have we got the LED lighting along here? Or fluorescent or neon or whatever it is. I wonder if I can reset the boiler room and that door would stay open. I wonder. I suppose it's an experiment that I could carry out if I had the boiler room, which I do not. So it is a ruby and a red letter and a floor plan and a foreman's log, and that's all, it appears. Alright, small gate is what I want to try. Actually, I just want to look at the whole thing. Oh, it's in an Orinda Aries kind of shape. And what's that up there? Is that a light? Okay, small gate. We're trying. Small gate. Those Arajans doing their text speak. I love it. I am so glad that that was right. I feel accomplished. Orinda Aries, I mean the Fen Aries diamond gem. Treasure trove. Okay, it's Foreman's log 102. 1916. I'm going to start writing the note. Underpass. Actually, that's there we go. Okay. So here. Okay, code is May 8. Or Ma 8. Arajan text speak for Ma 8 small gate. Okay, behind it, treasure trove, blueprints, red letter N, I don't know yet, a gem, and woman's log 102, dated 1916, 113. Now let's read that together. Yes, woman's log 102, 1916, January 13th. I knew what we were looking at as soon as we uncovered the first spire, but it wasn't until the first floor plan was unearthed that most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. Oh, okay. That's where he's getting the black prints from. This is the ruins here. Of course. I kind of... I'm not sure if I ever said this on camera, but thinking about the Curse of Black Bridge and how the boy, what was his name? Jesper, he stumbled upon like this royal dude's territory. And, you know, there's this nice fruit and everything there, all the berries. And he was a royal guy, and he said he picked berries when he was small, and it's their private land and everything. It felt a lot like that area that he was stumbling on. And I think I might have said this on camera. Might have been this area, the Mount Holly estate. And now it's looking a lot like... It's looking quite a lot like... Yes, this was the you know, the ancient castle was here, and this is what we're exhuming. Read on. Most of the crew realized what ruins we were exhuming. Is exhume the right word? I thought exhume was specifically to do with unearthing a body, a corpse. Anyway, I think excavating might be a better word here. The border was the same pitch as the sunless cavern we found it in, a dark trimmed floor plan of ill-fated Orindia. We had found an authentic black print. The sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. Why is that? Is there some magic going on or something? Did I... I don't know if I screenshotted this, and yes, I did. Okay. Okay. So they so while excavating, as they uncovered the first spire, they all realized what they were excavating, and that was an old palace or castle or similar of Orindia. Woman and presumably his colleagues, etc., seem to be superstitious about this. And he writes, the sooner we seal this site back up, the better for us all. We had found an authentic black print. Okay, and we're going to copy this down to the timeline. This is 1916. Okay. Oh, I've got this way in the wrong spot. Hang on, I'll paste that there. I'll fix this. 1959. There we go. And so this is then Foreman's log 102, and this is they found their first black print. Foreman says they should seal site back up as soon as possible. For everyone's good. I'll just skip that part actually. Alright, good. Neat. Alright, so there's something, I don't know, otherworldly or something. Oh, whoa. Oh, neat. Oh, that's cool. Alright, definitely screenshotting. There we go. Wow, I want to get down there. So how's all this mountain kind of grown around this all? Doesn't work that way, does it? I guess buried with soil over thousands of years or something like that. It's in too good repair, surely. Wow, that's super cool. Oh, can I get down there? I hope I can get down there. Alright, let's grab it. You found a secret floor plan. Would you like to permanently add treasure trove to your drafting pool? +5 for each time you've drafted treasure trove. So it gets better and better over time. Well, I've got to have it. And we have red letter number 1. Okay. Back to wherever I was writing. Yeah, red letter 1. Let's put that down here, actually. One red gem. Red letter 1. Okay. I'm glad I've got the magnifying glass, just in case. May 8th. Dear Baron Sinclair, to begin, my name is Worth Lord. I'm going to quickly search my notes. Let's put some X's there to remind me I need to write something later. You can watch Worth. A worthy trade. Part of the lyrics. And then Lord. No, there's not Lord anywhere. Okay, so back to here. To begin, my name is Worth Lord. Rearrange myself. My father used to work for your father, the Right Honourable Baron Thomas Sinclair, between the years of 1915 and 1918. The former having died last month, at the advanced old age of 89, may he sleep in soot and ash. Oof. So he's saying he didn't like his dad. Or she, I don't know who's writing this. He left behind his widow, 7 children, and 30-odd grandchildren. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. So hang on, what are we saying here? My father used to work for your father. So I'm guessing he was a member of staff at the estate in Baron Thomas Sinclair's time. The Right Honourable. That makes it sound like he was a judge or something. I'm not sure. Or maybe that title, The Right Honourable, was used in other circumstances and contexts as well. I'm not sure. Anyway, I write to you today. I just bumped my microphone mount. Sorry about that. I write to you today, however, not to inform you of these family affairs of little consequence, but to tell you a little bit about my father. He lived his life towering above us in solemn silence, like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington. Okay. So he was one of the, he's one of Rutherford Mining Company, or whatever it was called. What is it called? It's called, Rutherford and Script or something? Scripts and Rudford. So I wonder if the person writing the letter is going to be Scripts or Rudford. Okay, he lived his life towering above us in solemn silence, like many members of his and your father's generation. He never spoke of the work he did in the mountains of Reddington, or the famous estate in which he was stationed. He never spoke of the Baron. Not once. I tell you this only to relate that he never betrayed the confidence your father placed in him. The secrets he kept for your family, he took with him underground. His elderly comrades and colleagues from his old mining outfit proved, however, to be not nearly as discreet and considered with their words. During the wake, I'm guessing that means the wake of his father, or her father, fueled by a seemingly endless supply of spirits, and I imagine they mean booze, not ghosts, these venerable gentlemen embarked on a journey down memory lane, recounting as much of the good old days as they could dredge up. While such reminiscences might typically be dismissed as the fanciful ramblings of age, the volume and specificity of their accounts lend a certain credence to their words. Now, I am not a presumptive man. I don't presume these stories to be true. I don't presume your house is host to secrets of this magnitude, yet I find myself irresistibly drawn to the idea of sharing these tales, true or not. They seem, after all, stories worthy of being heard. Worthy. I wonder if my current abundance of idle time fuels this urge. Perhaps I have too much time on my hands. Perhaps if one were to engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise, my eagerness to pass the time by telling stories would be curbed. I eagerly wait a response from your lordship, Mr. Worth Lord. So this guy is sort of blackmailing Herbert Sinclair to try to get himself a job. An easy and lucrative job to not blab secrets. Worth Lord. And then we've got this. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter. Oh, so this is Denny Ravan again, I guess. We're not blind to the irony of blackmailing you for a blackmail letter, and we're not proud to join the endless procession of those who have knocked on your mailbox looking for a handout, particularly so when our methods lack the refined sophistication and class that this author so effortlessly wields. Alright. Neat. Okay, so red letter 1 is a blackmail letter from someone called Worth Lord. Author says that it's dated May 8th. And I don't know what year. That his father, who I think is unnamed, worked for Thomas Sinclair between 1915 and 1918. And died last month at 89 years old. His widow, 7 children, 30-odd grandchildren. Okay, it tells that, so he had worked on the mining operation, excavation, and never betrayed, and reportedly never betrayed any of the secrets of what they dug up. However, during his father's wake, just during the wake, I guess, during the wake, his old colleagues, I guess, told a lot of stories about the operation. The writer, the author, is threatening, politely, threatening to share the stories and demands that HSS engage me in some worthwhile and profitable enterprise to avoid to keep the secrets. Enclosed with it is a note, presumably from Denny Ravan and his co-conspirators, basically saying that they see the irony of blackmailing HSS for a blackmail letter. It also, what's the word I'm looking for? I know praises is too wrong. Yeah, I don't think that's important. Alright, I'm gonna screenshot these pages. I don't think I need that. Let's do this. In fact, do you know what? Let's just do it anyway. 1. Page 1. Page 2. Page 3. And the addendum. Alright, I don't think I've got anything to zoom in on here. Let's have a quick scan of the white space in case there's anything interesting, but I don't think so. It's just paper texture. Alright, cool. Is there anything else that I want to write? I suppose May 8th, don't know what year, but it's before all of this blackmail stuff. I'm gonna guess that it was like a... Yeah, so let's guess that he was, I don't know, 20 years old when doing the work. Between 1915 and 1918. That would have him born something like what, 1895 or something. And then died 1895 plus, what was it, 89 years old. That would be something like 1984. It could have been older, so somewhere between 1984 and, well, and the present. It could have been any year, really. May 8th. 508. I don't have anything for May 8th. Oh, my Yate. And that made it a gate. That made it a date. Small gate. My Yate. May 8. That's really clever. In case you didn't follow me there, this code, I didn't even spot that it says May 8, which is a date. I guess I could have figured that out from, oh, what month names can I make? I didn't even think of that. I didn't consider it. But also, it's date May 8th. I feel a little silly for not realizing that and doing it the hard way, but I think I did it, you know, this is definitely one of the intended ways, small gate. Alright, anyway, where was I? Down here somewhere. So I don't know what year it would have been. So I'm just going to say XXXX, or it's question marks actually. This is going to be red letter 1. Actually, what other dates do I have in the red letters? 1, underpass from Worth Lord, son of one of the miners. Minor and major. Key. Minor and major. Not a suspect. Suspect. All the new clue stuff. Suspect is a minor. Suspect is major. There was all of that stuff. Here's a minor who blackmailed him. I think that's connected somehow. Think about that more later. May 8th. Boudoir was 1225. We don't know what year. We've got drafting studio. What letter was this? Red letter 5. Guessing at 1987. Then we've got the shelter. Red letter. From Courtney. Did it not have a date? So I put in the current date, whatever the date was for that. I don't remember if the letter is dated. And then the office was 0303. Yeah, we don't know the year. I was hoping to put them in order, which may still be possible. Because if they're numbered like that, then they're probably in date order. So I've still got to find 2 and 3. And I guess they're probably in the safes in the... I guess they're probably in the safes in the study and the drawing room. I'm still... Well, study, I have an idea. Alright, where was I? I think I was writing something in the... down below here. Oh yeah, I wanted to write somewhere in here. Sorry, in here, in the timeline, where this letter would have been, but I don't know. So I think I'll just remove it, since I don't have good dates for any of those. Alright. I did write his name, right? Worth Lord. Yes, I did write his name. 30-odd grandchildren. My father. Neat. All right. Okay, that was really fun. I liked that. And this looks wild. I wonder if I remove enough crates, is that the way to here? I don't know. How can I get down there? Right, and that way, that was just a view to the reservoir. So yeah, it was Baron Thomas Sinclair pointing down, the picture in the attic was Baron Thomas Sinclair pointing down towards here or other places with these arches and saying, what is that? I want to dig that up and see what's going on. And yeah, that's super cool. I'll go this way. And I can't see a long here. Too bad. Alright, out we go. I pulled the lever already. So it is time to get back to business. 2 more times. So I guess it's 4 times to get up there. And another 4 to put it back. So whenever I come down here to pull the lever, if I'm short on gems, then I can grab one from there in future, I suppose. Did I want to go that way? No. So that would take me to an elevator the wrong way up. Can't go out there. It would be probably nice to be able to do that. Okay. Out we go. Alright, here we are back in the house. What are we doing now? So there's one more door over there. That is apparently a huge pain to get to. Oh, not that bad. Oh, yeah, not bad at all. I don't know why I thought they were so hard to get to. The commissary had gems and keys, which I don't need. I would love to get a study there. That would be super nice. Let's try and get a study there. I've got 8 redraws, which is quite generous. Do I want to go through? Doesn't matter. Let's just go here. Do I have anything I want to build? Oh yeah, and I can rewind as well. Oh, I spread fruit. I forgot about that. Oh. It's wasting a couple steps, but just for the extra redraws, I should go to the Antechamber now. Yeah, we're going back. Going north. I wish I could figure this out. Needs more thought. This way? No, this way. Did I just waste steps? Oh, I could have gone... Yeah, kinda. Alright, you've got to spin this again. 2 times. Not gonna gamble. Maybe 1 spin. Don't know what else I'm gonna use the money for. Might be able to get allowance. Yeah, I've got more than 50. I may as well spin for allowance. Oh, if only I could do that. Maybe I should wait in case I get a vault or something. Or I could go find that treasure chest. And then I'd be able to gamble it all. If it's got cash in it. Okay, let's grab the crown. Let's see if our key unlocks any drawers. It appears not. Alright, it's too bad. Okay, I can go east from here. Shall I? No. I'd rather go here next. Actually, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter. I'll just go here. Pick sound amplifier. Dining room. Do I need it? No, but I would appreciate the doors. I will take it. What's the special on this again? Boiler room. Let's just eat it. Let's have lunch as well. And we should go west. Pick sound amplifier. Now what do I actually want? Like, where should I use my redraws? I don't care about this right now. I don't care about this right now. And I don't know what that is, so I guess I should redraw. I can always go back. I think I will take the walk-in closet. I will take the walk-in closet. Because I have the magnifying glass. And I want to look at pictures. So 1 item, 2 items, 3 items, 4 items. So there are no empty picture frames. So it was saying they wanted a new version of the picture of her. So it kind of has to be this one, doesn't it? Because it was too dark. But I am not seeing anything. I'm not seeing anything there. Now, the empty picture frames that I saw were in the study. So could it be that the note in the darkroom saying that they assumed that the pictures were for one of her ladyship's chambers in the West Wing? I think it said the West Wing. We're not... Oh, we are in the West Wing right now. It could be that that was mistaken, and it was actually for the study. Do I have the date of her death? Lady Clara Epson. Yeah, I do have the date when she died. Have I tried that in the drawing room? Oh, 0615. Yes, I did try that. I don't have her date of birth. Why would we be putting this in the study? It was her mother-in-law's study. And then Herbert's study afterwards. Alright. We move on. Go here. Don't know what we're going to get. Do I want the pool? Do I want to redraw? I could rotate so it's like the other way. Do I want that? What do I want? What am I trying to do now? I want the study. That's what I want. I guess I'll use my redraws, all of my redraws, on my last try, on my last opportunity. So let's just, yeah, take the... Oh no, that added more floor plans to my pool. So I shouldn't have done that. Too late. Get some money. That one's no clipping through the back of the chest. Yeah, go in the throne room, why not? Cool. Let's pull the lever. It's already pulled. Let's have a sit. Do we get anything else in here? Can I have your shield? Alright, we go here. I want a study. Give me a study. Treasure trove. Take it. Would I prefer it to be the other way? No, that's perfect. Oh, nice. Let's read about it. The former seat of power in Orinda Ares before the current era and the rise of the Red Banner. Why does it say I've drafted it? Oh. I'm looking at the wrong one. Sorry. Treasure trove. Yeah, I thought that was a strange description, given that I had a throne room. Anyway, treasure trove. Turns out the oft-rumoured treasure of Mount Holly was more than just a rumour. Yeah. Cool. In we go. Oh. Golden armor? Nice. Kind of hoped for some lore or something. That globe's different. It doesn't have the thing at the bottom. Oh, there might be some lore in there, I suppose. Alright, take the money. There's a knight in here. Chess. Knight is in the treasure trove. There is no fireplace in here. I wonder if these count as fireplaces. Probably not. Cool room. Heck yeah. Okay. So it looks like there are always going to be hints in here. So I'm going to open my notes and... Sure, here, let's say treasure trove. Oops. Let's write some notes. So this room gets plus 5 coins each time it's drafted, which I presume means it's cumulative, and the second time I draft it, there will be 10 coins. It has a chest like in the reservoir. Day 63 got green, and the green memos you find in this room will always be true. So I'm guessing that I'm going to get a different little note each day. I should also write down, it was a white box with moon. Okay. White box, moon symbol, green memo. Neat. So this is almost like it's going to be a new puzzle thing, I think. Or maybe it'll just give me little hints about the game. Maybe I'll get a clue for the drawing room and study safes. I don't know. Okay, so there's 2 more rooms that I can draw. Let's go through security. Let's see what we missed. I know there's at least a bunch of fruit like the one right next to me. Yes, I did see that. And treasure map. Okay. Alright, let's hope for study. I might take the hall, just in case I can get, like last resort, I can get another hallway, which would give me another experiment trigger. I'm going to redraw once. In fact, I'll do this redraw. I would quite like to read that again, but I can only read that again if I get the utility closet, which is not looking likely. I'd have to get very lucky on the next draw. So I'm not going to take that. Let's do this. Okay. The foyer gives me all the same benefits as before. It's a cool contraption. I think I'll take it. We'll say hello to Gates and Yenna. Where's Yenna? Yenna's over here. There's Gates. And this is the ever suspicious Major Nicholas Key IV. Are these curtains closed when we're not on the edge? I think they are. I'm not sure if I've ever had... Yeah, they're like this, aren't they? I guess I've never had this room on the edge off the map before, or I haven't remembered. Okay, so here, ideally I'd like to study because I want to try the safe. Secondarily, I would like another of these. Or I suppose like a clock tower or some other tomorrow room. Morning room would be fine. That's so much resources that I wasn't able to use. So I don't want any of these. No interest. No interest there either. No interest there either. Partial interest in the gallery, but quite small. Armory, I am tempted because it could give me... What was my outer room today? Oh yeah, the Toolshed. It could give me the battle axe. So if I don't get anything good on the next draw, I will rewind and grab that. That would clear a crate. So it's between clearing a crate and maybe getting a battle axe. I think I would prefer to get the battle axe. I don't know that I'll get a battle axe. What? Did I just brain fart? I didn't know that I could go through them all. Isn't this different? I don't know what just happened. I'm going to have to look at that footage. That was weird. It's a bit later. I'm editing. I figured out exactly what was happening there. There was nothing broken. It was just showing me a different one as being archived every time I went back. So I was only seeing one out of the set of 3 on each step of going back that I had seen before. So it was very confusing to look at. What I have learned from that, though, is that you can step back. It wasn't a bug. You can step back through multiple rerolls, which I hadn't realized you could do. I thought that tool could only step you back once. I'm not sure why I thought that. Maybe that was in the description or something. I don't remember. Anyway, back to it. That's a bit tempting. But no, I've got 2 more tries. I have to go. And then I get this again. Boudoir, locker room were the other options. I don't think there's any point in the boudoir in the locker room. So, vault. That's a shame. That did not end up how I wanted. But such is life. Let's grab this and we'll go gamble it all away. It's January 8th. January 8th. Is there anything in any of these? No. I wonder if I've opened all of those now. Okay, too bad I didn't get that, too bad that I didn't get the armory. That would have been good. Okay, how do I get out of here? What I want to do is get to the casino. Actually, do you know, I've got enough steps. I'm going to go look for the treasure map, which I think is probably in the attic. So how the heck do I get there? Okay. I go all the way straight. I guess I could check this one more time. Treasure map and a bunch of fruit. Don't think I even need the fruit, so I don't think I'm going to look too hard for it. I'll have a glance in each room. Yeah, that filing cabinet key is annoying me. I need to get to the coat check as well. Yeah. I didn't look for fruit in there. I guess while I'm here, let's go check on the crate situation. Having a freezer at the end of the day would have been super nice as well. So there's nothing new here, and I don't think we've removed any crates from that stack either. It may be that we can't. It might be that this is the end of the line. So obviously it would have been nice to remove at least one more crate. So obviously I want to remove at least 2 more crates. I want to get this experiment at least once more so that I can see if these get removed at all. So I think I'll screenshot that. It's really hard to see, but let's screenshot that. So I know what I had last. And we'll move on. So in fact, I should write in my notes about it. Crates. So day 63, and how many was it? 4. Not as good. Checked, and there's now just 1 crate loose by the stone altar or whatever, and then a pile of 3 crates behind that, making a wall. So, yeah, I wonder if... Yeah, it might be the end. Or, you know, maybe it does actually get through to that ancient buried castle or whatever. Although that's kind of way over there, isn't it? So, I'm not convinced at all. It ought to be... Yeah, over there somewhere. I wonder which of these I was in. If either. It could have been somewhere else, in fact. Very cool. Okay, so let's see if we can get the treasure map. Coat check. Dig. I'll check my... Oh, and then I want to get to the... Observatory, not observatory, the planetarium for the end as well. So, oh, what did that do? Oh, weird. Oh! I can click around the map with arrow keys here. Something tells me that I've realized that before. I wonder if that's, like, code mainly meant for consoles. As well. there anything I wanted to adjust here? Do I make this commonplace? Yep. Oops. Do I want that to be commonplace? It's very expensive. No, I think standard is the way. And storeroom, yeah, can now be rare, even though it's upgraded. I don't know why I'm doing this. I guess I should have done this before my last couple of draws, because then I could have had more dice. Yeah, a lot more redraws. Well, mistakes were made. And that's okay. Alright, we pay a tithe. We come in here, we expect to find a treasure map that I could not see. I do not see a treasure map, but I need to look more carefully. Huh. So all I know is that it was at some point before I drafted security. So it could be in a lot of places in the house. The music room I should check again. But yeah, pretty sure it's not up here. I wonder if these being thrown around the house, room 46 and here, are just as hints to say, hey, you know what? Wagons are red. To help with the gallery puzzle. Alright, I did not find a treasure map in there. Are you Draxus? The stained glass looks too happy to be Draxus, but I guess it must be. Alright, I don't think there's a treasure map in here. I don't think there's a treasure map here. Apples are extra delicious today. I don't think there's a treasure map here. I'm intrigued. I'm going to hunt for it. You might want to skip ahead. Wouldn't be in here. Oh! Alright, so there is a point to walk into mail rooms. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. B. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is in the treasure trove? Of course it's in the treasure trove. Alright, how do I get there? I can go up the wing, alright. This looks like the spot. Time to start digging. Wrong sound effect. Alright, time to go gamble it all away. 40 coins. Right, so back to here. Yeah, archives. I need to get to the coat check as well. Can I get there this way? Yes. Ah. I thought maybe it'd be another of those. It really is seeming like it's just another key for the same thing, isn't it? Got a bit turned around. Yes, this way. Yeah, that key was exciting, and then it would let me down. Yeah, why do I have 2 spare bedrooms? I don't know why. If you know, please put it in the comments. I'm not going to read it till I finish the game, but still, please do. Check item. Jackhammer. Jackhammer checked. Let's be dead sure that we've done that. Yeah, not holding it. Good. Right. It would have been nice to have something else to have. The jackhammer is just amazing. Okay, coat check completed. Now I want to get to the Rotunda so I can... Oh... I need to go the long way. I need to go through the Antechamber to get there. Is that this way? No. It's this way. Because I left the Rotunda facing the wrong way. Is this what I wanted? Yes. Okay, let's do the big gamble. Oh. Oh. Well, I mean, it's useless. I thought it was going to go in the 4 allowance for a second. And now I have way too much money. And... No, I don't have a broken lever, do I? I mean, why gamble it? What's the point? So I'm not going to. I need to get back to the planetarium, and I think the quickest way is to go around here again. Oh, there it is. Actually, let's check my checklist. End of day checklist. Alright. Coat check? Yes, done. Chess puzzle update. Do I want to do that? No. I want more armories. I definitely want more armories. I'm not set up nicely for tomorrow, which is a shame. I've got just 2 hallways again, so there's just 3 in the pool. Maybe I only had 1 yesterday, I don't remember. So I'll have 2 extra stars. What else have I got for tomorrow? There's the jackhammer somewhere. 3 hallways in the pile. A package. And that's it. And this 252 and 34 is sadly going to waste. But that's how it is. Okay, so I don't want to update the chess puzzle. I've done the quest bedroom. Oops, sorry. I mean, I could go spend the money and... Should I get myself another trophy? Can I get another trophy? I'm being silly now. Showroom. Oh, the showroom's just next door. Let's do it. Silver spoon. Emerald bracelet. And, oh, you don't let me buy another trophy. Oh well. Okay, anyway, I bought out the showroom again. That's fun. Craft things at workshop, there's no point. Trade things, no. Tunnel creates progress, I looked. Nothing to do with the blessing. Oh, sorry. New ideas at safes. I think I've tried all the ideas I have. Check on staff announcements. I did. There's no freezer. End day and planetarium. Alright, in we go. My favorite spot is just here. Let's take a look just in case new things get filled in or something. No. Okay, yeah, I don't think there's anything going on, anything new, so let's take a seat and call it a day. Oh, I saw the stars just tick up there. Garden Castle of Tomorrow. Have I had that one? I'm not sure. Nice. So, today, I would say it was a good one overall. I filled the house again. I've done that many times now. Got a new... Well, I opened a safe and got a new red letter. So, yeah, that is good progress. Now, I'm a little sad that the file cabinet key that I found out in the tunnel appears to be nothing. It appears to just be a duplicate or another way to reach the same file cabinet key that I've already used, that I dug up in the patio, and then I don't appear to be able to also use the same clue from the aquarium to dig in the laundry room now that I've done that. And I think that would have been the same key again. I would say there's actually a little bit of evidence towards that. I built the jackhammer and put it back in the coat check, so that's good. I'm back there. I found the treasure trove, red letter 1. That's new. That's exciting. The treasure trove will get better every day, so I think eventually it might be worth replacing the vault with it or something like that. I don't know. What else? I don't think I've got a great deal else to say. I didn't meet all of my goals. One of my theories paid off, the other ones didn't, but I haven't managed to get to the study again yet. Anyway, I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you have a great day. Bye-bye for now.